Hello everybody, this is Serge back with another product from Club. This one's called Assimilator, as you can see on this bottle here. This is something that will help us absorb or assimilate essential nutrients that we get from foods and pretty much mainly foods, and helps us digest and get those essential materials from them. So basically, this process might take a little while, so I'm gonna start off by breaking one of these capsules. Usually we take one with some water whole, but in order to speed up the process, I'm gonna get one of these capsules and open it up and add it to what we have here is 2 bowls of cream of wheat. They're purposely made to be really, as you can tell, very thick. Same consistency on both, as you can tell. No difference here or there. I'll leave the spoons in here. But the one on the right, to my right, I will add this capsule. Basically, that's how much you should be taking. So as you can tell, I emptied one out, emptied the contents of it inside, and I will talk about what's inside of these capsules. And just start mixing this guy around, and we'll see what this stuff does to this cream of wheat. Almost immediately, it's already becoming thinner, and I'll explain why. So let's close this capsule up. So as you can see, I can show it close to the camera what the ingredients, or basically the contents of these capsules are. So anybody who's interested, basically, first part is vitamin A and vitamin D. Both are fat-soluble vitamins, meaning it needs fat to be absorbed, dietary fat, that is. Vitamin A basically helps with maintain normal vision and keep our immunity in a good state. Heart, lungs, kidneys, basically any other organs to function properly. Vitamin D helps regulate calcium and phosphate in our bodies, which keeps our bones, teeth strong, which is very important. As we age, things change. The other ones, of course, anything with the ACE ending, which these next couple of, say, enzymes that are in this capsule. Protease, that means it breaks down proteins so we can absorb them. Amylase, lactase, and cellulase is actually something that is naturally produced by bacteria and fungi, or funguses, and are usually lined in our intestine linings. That's why we are very dependent on the bacteria that are in our intestines, the flora, to help us digest things. And mainly amylase is actually something that helps us get simple sugars, which is energy to us. That process starts in our mouth, and basically the next set of enzymes of amylase actually is produced by our pancreas. Lactase, with that lactate, you guys probably heard that word before, or lactose, that has to do with milk. That helps our body break down whole milk or whole milk products. Cellulase also is a form of carbohydrates or sugars, or cellulose. That's something we break down. Basically, maltase helps us, also a simple sugar that we need to help break that down for energy. Lipase is like lipo. You guys know about liposuction. Basically, things that has to do with fat. So basically, it helps our body absorb fats, actually digest it, transport it, process it into dietary lipids. That will actually help us absorb and use things like vitamin A and vitamin D that I talked about in the beginning. And the last two actually is something that was added not too long ago to this product. It's called papain, or a enzyme derived from the papaya. Basically, that's a fruit. Basically, it helps break down protein, and some people use that fruit, papaya, to tenderize meat, because it already has that property of breaking down protein. And the last one is the bromelain. It's something that is derived from the pineapple fruit, which also helps break down, helps us in digestion, helps break down anything. And if you use it on an empty stomach, actually bromelain can be found separately, but in the empty stomach it helps with inflammation, say osteoarthritis, any free or inflammation process in our body. And if you take it with food, it helps us digest. So let's see what's happening with our cream of wheat. Back to the one that we didn't do anything with. You can tell it's still that cream of wheat, which we purposely, of course, made thicker. It's still this, and look, and our one on the right with the Assimilator is pretty much very, very liquidy. Much different than our one on the left. Oh, it's splattering everywhere. So you can tell, big difference. And this is what helps us process, digest our foods, so we can basically get every single benefit from it. If you have any questions, get in touch with me, and thank you for joining me today.